This content is produced by DarkNetBreaker, a cybersecurity and dark web education brand. All videos, posts, and content are strictly for educational and awareness purposes only. We do not promote, support, or encourage any illegal activity. Our mission is to expose digital threats, protect online users, and educate the public about cybersecurity risks in the modern world. Stay ethical. Stay protected.
The dark web is often perceived as a monolithic shadow network, but the reality is a fragmented set of tools designed for conflicting purposes. Tor operates as a real-time anonymizer, masking the identity of the user by routing traffic through a randomized path of volunteers. Hyphanet, formerly known as Freenet, takes a different approach, focusing on the content itself by storing files across a distributed network where no central authority can reach them. Because Tor relies on establishing a connection to a specific physical server, seizing that hardware removes the content from the network instantly. Choosing between these architectures requires a trade-off. You can have the dynamic speed needed to browse the web, or the redundancy needed for data to survive an attack. These differences are rooted in the conflicting histories of the two projects. Tor originated in the mid-1990s as a government intelligence project at the U.S. Naval Research Laboratory. Funded by DARPA and the Office of Naval Research, the system was designed to allow military units and intelligence officers to communicate in the field without adversaries pinpointing their physical location. After the Naval Research Lab released the code under an open license in 2004, the network saw mass adoption by civilians, becoming a primary tool for activists during the Arab Spring, and later for whistleblowers like Edward Snowden. Hyphanet followed a different path. It was created in 1999 by Ian Clark as a cypherpunk response to centralized control, prioritizing an architecture where no single entity could delete or censor information. Tor's military heritage prioritized secure, real-time transport, while Hyphanet's roots resulted in a system built for data permanence. Data routes through Tor's 3 volunteer relays. The entry guard sees your IP, but encryption hides the destination. The middle relay knows only its immediate neighbors. The exit node removes the final encryption layer, passing the request to the server without ever revealing your identity. This entire process is managed by 9 hard-coded directory authorities. This small, centralized group defines the network topology, creating a potential target for those looking to disrupt the system. Since Tor is a bidirectional tunnel connecting you to a specific server, the data is ephemeral. If that host server goes offline, the information is no longer accessible to the network. Tor provides the low latency required for real-time web browsing, but offers no inherent way to keep data online if the source is targeted. Hyphanet acts as a decentralized global cache. Users query the network for content instead of specific hosts. Inserted files are shattered into uniform, encrypted blocks. These blocks are duplicated and scattered across the hard drives of participating nodes worldwide using key-based routing. Because each block is encrypted individually, the volunteer hosts do not know what they are storing. This provides them with plausible deniability while ensuring no single node holds the complete file. This redundancy causes high latency. To retrieve a file, the network must gather and reassemble these scattered blocks, a process taking several minutes. To maintain anonymity, the network only supports static content. Dynamic features like JavaScript are prohibited to prevent tracking, limiting the network to text-based free sites and forms. This distributed model ensures that once a file is spread, the content remains available as long as users continue to request it, regardless of whether the original uploader stays online. Participating in this storage model requires a resource tax. Users must dedicate a portion of their own hard drive space and bandwidth to host and route other people's encrypted data. This is a significant hardware commitment compared to the plug-and-play experience of the Tor browser, which does not require users to contribute storage. Hyphanet offers an OpenNet mode for easier access, which automatically connects users to random peers to begin using the network. For higher security, DarkNet mode limits connections to manually verified friends, making the node's presence virtually invisible to external network scanning. These modes allow users to scale their security, but achieving true distributed trust requires both hardware resources and active social coordination. This matrix maps the trade-off between speed and persistence, showing how different user needs align with each network's architecture. A real-time privacy seeker, such as a journalist needing to bypass a local firewall for live research, requires low-latency access to the public internet. Tor occupies the high-speed, low-persistent quadrant, providing the performance needed for interactive browsing and streaming. Conversely, an archival dissident needs a way to publish documents in a hostile environment, where the threat of a server raid is high. Hyphanet sits in the high-persistence, low-speed quadrant. It prioritizes the long-term survival of the message over the speed of the connection. Tor functions as a shield for the messenger, while Hyphanet acts as a vault for the message itself.